Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope you are having a good week so far. And we are back for another episode of another session of Ripping Reality.
Only the 7th.
What?
Is that only the 7th session?
I think I've got 8 tapings.
I may have missed one. It says 7 in my notes.
No, that's I will confirm it.
No, I misnumbered last time. Never mind.
Okay.
The one before that was 6. This is 8.
Okay. I was shocked. Usually your notes are much better than mine,
Yeah, I miswrote last time.
with the exception of the notes for the stuff that's happening in.
That would be impressive. That's the wrong mouse.
That would be impressive and a little scary.
I'm not quite that good yet.
Okay, so last time, they got to they had to talk to a weapons dealer, see what was going on with him, and he gave them some information about something called Project Takeback, which was going to be at Celebration, located near the Lowry Airport in the Cass sector of Denver. That's the Confederate area states.
Confederate American States.
Confederate American states thing. See? Told you your notes were.
It's not notes. I've just been playing Shadowrun for years.
So, your GPS coordinates indicate that Point Celebration is located at a children's amusement park called Lollipop Park. So, finding as you approach the Cass sector, finding Point Celebration isn't going to be hard. However, getting to Lollipop Park itself might be. You can see from just a cursory examination before you enter the area that there's a ton of Cass troops, seemingly backed up by Knight Errant officers, that are keeping the peace on what is basically a massive flight out of Cass, Denver. And they even have ZDF, Zone Defense Force troops, observing things to back that up. So the trick to getting there is that you don't actually have a legitimate reason you're going to have to sneak.
Oh, I should get Roll20 open.
Only if you want to roll.
Or see my character sheet.
That helps too. So, right now, martial law is in effect, and a curfew of 1900 hours o'clock is being enforced. And like I said, only those with Cass sins are being allowed in or through the Cass sector. So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, we need to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
But no coyote. Somebody cross us over.
there was that one guy, but I don't know if he's talking to us anymore or maybe he's dead. I don't remember.
Are you talking about that smuggler that flew in? Yeah, you heard he's dead. He he was killed because he was killed part of aiding Azatlan and bringing in that dangerous dragon killing toxin.
But no, I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody alive.
This is not my area of expertise.
You think any of those people that left that neighborhood left their sins behind?
Not likely. The first thing they probably grabbed was the comlink. If they ever set it down in the first place.
I know a couple people. I mean, I know an info broker. I don't know if that's going to help. Named Pippi. Or you just try and sneak across. It don't sound real healthy neither. So
What else is in this point celebration? My notes say it's near the airport.
Yeah, it is near Lowry Airport.
Is that only open to cast residents, or could anybody be going to the airport?
Only open to cast residents.
Okay.
And right now, actually, that's one of the reasons that and it's clogged with official flights because everybody's trying to get out.
I had a note, and all the note says is working with Brent Hardcastle, parentheses general.
Yes, he's the one organizing.
Yeah.
The whole situation.
That's who Belloc was hiring Shadowrunners on behalf of.
So we could just go in that we're working for the general and try and talk our ways in. I mean, if we're some sort of fancy operatives, then like we wouldn't have cast sends. Or if we did, we wouldn't be broadcasting because that'd totally blow our cover.
you the one does talking.
Well, that's the best I can come up with right now.
I expect you can convince somebody. Let's give it a try.
Okay. All right. So you pull up to one of the sorry. So you pull up to one of well, actually, that's the next question is how are you trying to enter? You just trying to enter bold as brass, or are you trying to sneak your way in? And we'll use that to fool the patrols or to talk your way out of patrol.
Well, I ain't
I
great.
believe.
So.
Sorry.
No, I just said I'm not real good at being sneaky. I didn't mean to talk over.
Yeah. So the plan, as I understand it, given our particular skill sets, is look like we belong, and then when called out, she does the talking.
Works for me.
It's better just to go through the front door like you own the place, because maybe you
Mm-hmm. Also, if you need somebody geek, just point at them and tell them.
Okay.
And right before we pull up, I'm going to pull out my inhaler.
Okay.
For Nova Coke drugs.
For Nova Coke reasons.
Yeah, for Nova Coke reasons.
Okay. Don't do drugs, kids. You do coke.
But if you're playing Shadowrun, winners do drugs.
Don't do drugs unless it'll somehow improve your stats.
Skills.
Definitely do drugs.
Yeah, for the folks at home, Nova Coke will make me add a +1 to my reaction, a +1 to my charisma, a +1 to my perception, and give me high pain tolerance because it's Nova Coke. But I'll be really grumpy after it wears off, so hopefully this will be quick.
Okay, well, just give me a straight edge roll, Jen, for the route you pick.
Sure.
And are you guys just using the dog brain? Actually, no, wait. I guess who's driving the vehicle?
Not I.
Okay.
You don't want me doing it.
What was that?
I say you don't want me doing it.
Okay.
Can anyone here drive?
Tony's character, Sleepy can. So I'll roll. I'll roll for Sleepy if it comes down to it.
No, I've got piloting.
Okay.
I'm not great at it, but I know how to operate a vehicle.
All right.
Oh, I do too. Look at that. Fancy.
Do I need to be making a roll or just?
No, for this, it's just driving up to it.
Yeah, I definitely know what I'm doing.
Yep. Okay. Oh. Okay. That is actually pretty
Hell
good.
yeah.
4 out of 6. 4 hits out of 6. I would say that's pretty lucky. Above average luck. Really means okay, so the other question is, what time are you going in? Normal afternoon? I think that's basically where you were at. I believe you hit the afternoon.
Yeah, I would say if we're trying to do all this ASAP, that we'd probably go from one to the next, unless we need to take a break for health reasons.
Okay, so, all right. So you pull up to one of the checkpoints. This checkpoint is, it has one guy that you can see. That is manning it. So you pull up. You're running your normal Shadowrunner sins.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the area is. You have to turn around. This area is banned to anybody but. Only allowing people in who have pass.
So, like, we know that that's what's going on. We're actually here on behalf of a certain someone, and I would need to see your security level clearance before I could tell you who that is. So you can let us through, or maybe not have a job in an hour. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, but I am telling you consequences.
This guy looks bone tired. Clearly doesn't want to be there. So, you say I'm just supposed to let you through.
That would be great if you did, and then I can put in a good word for a promotion so you're not stuck in the guard shack anymore. Maybe get you on that flight home.
That soy calf you got brewing in there?
Yep, sure got plenty of it.
Pops open an expanding cup.
Pour him some. Don't make eye contact. Just still look at the road.
Yep. He drinks the entire coffee, drinks it down in one shot, then holds it out again.
Pour him some more.
Okay. Jen, why don't you go ahead and give me a? I would have to say that's
Okay.
pretty sure you don't. Pretty sure you don't have intimidation.
I do not. I'm too cute for that. Negotiation or just influence?
Just influence.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. He. Hang on. Let me. Okay. All right.
And Tom,
Like
did we
this.
already get paid for this job?
What'd you say?
Did we get any payment for this job already?
I think you got some payment up front. Yeah.
Okay. I was going to use some upfront payment to drone dash him some more soy calf after we leave. That was why
Yeah.
I was asking.
Yep. All right. Okay.
Did we?
I'm gonna put. I thought you did because you're kind of negotiating from a position of strength, because of the monkey attack
So
and
since
and
you're
teeth and
everybody.
tentacles.
I must have forgotten to write that down.
I'll have to watch. I'll honestly we this has been a long running adventure. We started this back a while ago. All right. All right. I flagged you in as special operatives. Go ahead. And thanks for the calf.
Thank you for working with us, and keep your eye on the sky. We're going to send some more your way. You're doing good work here, soldier.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. And you actually get a smile out of him.
People just want to be told they're doing a good job. And food.
Coffee's definitely a motivator.
Okay. You guys make it in.
Were you expecting us to have to fight our way in?
Honestly, I wasn't expecting you to have to fight your way in. I honestly thought you'd use sneaking route in. So yeah, this changes it a bit. Not
Well, You have a physical adept who shoots things, a mage, and a face. None of those typically come equipped with very good sneaking.
Yeah,
That's true.
but okay. So, but we'll note that this guy was a knight errant guy. He was not one of the CAS security. So, go ahead and give me a. I'm gonna say go ahead and give me a sneaking roll. How about Cyrus? Give me a sneaking roll using reaction as the.
All right. Three hits.
Okay. All right. Okay, you get you're able to get through. You're able to get as close to the park as you can, but you run into one thing that's tougher to talk your way through. Choked highway. All the streets are choked, basically bumper to bumper. Uh, and things are moving very slowly.
How close are we to the park at this point? Because that's where we're headed, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I would say you are probably about 4 blocks away.
What you thinking? You want to ditch the car and walk?
Yeah, I was thinking if there's somewhere that we could park, then we wouldn't be stuck in traffic anymore.
Or turn on the dog brain and let it drive itself, so that way if anybody was suspicious, they follow the car and not us.
Solid thinking.
Okay. So things are going slow enough. So you guys can literally get out of the vehicle in traffic while it's still
I do have improved invisibility.
We just walk away from the car that drives away like this is completely normal. Make sure nobody's
It's actually not 2070. It's not that abnormal.
that's fair.
Yeah, dog brains go park themselves all the time. So
That makes sense.
okay. So you get out and start. Start walking. Right. I'm gonna need. How about we make Eva give me edge roll now.
I rolled 1.
Okay.
But also no 1, so you can't screw me over that way.
Okay, that almost sounds like a challenge.
Then forget I said anything.
Um. Okay. You you're walking down the streets, and go ahead and give me a couple perception rolls. And Ava, are you looking into the astral as you walk?
In this situation, she would dip into the astral occasionally,
Okay.
mostly looking for, reading auras that might be alarmed or any spirits that might be watching them
Okay.
to make sure we haven't been made.
Yep.
Is this a visual test, Tom?
Yes, it'd be visual.
I need.
Okay. Uh you can kind of see that there are patrols wandering around. But not too much. A lot less drone activity than you're used. Like they've got other stuff going on. Normally on a high security spot like this, you drones flying around doing random scans. So the however, Ava Hanako
Mhm.
does see one thing of interest. There is a there is one townhouse that pops out in Astro.
As like having a ward?
Possibly having a ward, possibly there. You have to give me an astral roll. Take a closer look.
2 hits.
Two hits. Okay.
Yeah.
It yeah, it's definitely a ward. Uh, it's definitely a ward. Your gut feeling is probably a ward around a lodge. Um, without really studying it, you can't sure, but it does look like quality work.
Mm. Well, to be that radius, it would be quite a high force lodge.
Yep.
All right. So I'll definitely be keeping a closer eye on the astral to make sure we're not made in that way.
Okay.
but she's not going to point it out so as to not alarm anybody.
Okay.
She's the one that'll have to deal with it anyway. I just hope you let me cut off another head.
Okay. You guys keep going. Keep going past.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The couple more two blocks go by. Are you guys just trying to walk casually?
What's the general mood of the people around us? Are people like panicking or are they just busy?
Panic. Not. It's not a panic. The presence of all the troops are keeping a lid on things. However, the thing that you do pick out is that the spots of tension you do see involve the kiosk, the cast security, and the ZDF. One thing you would have heard rumors about was that a lot of Ghostwalker did allow for people to basically defect to join. So a lot of the national security forces, a lot of them decided to defect to the ZDF. They've been here for years. They didn't want to leave. And so you've seen some things where it's like, pass cutting ZDF off, ZDF pushing things. It's not a fight, but there's definitely some tension between the two forces.
So the regular folks just walking around like they're in a hurry.
Everybody's in a hurry. Everybody's trying to get out. Yeah.
And that's what we're going to walk like.
Okay. All right. So then I would say everybody give me a sneaking roll using charisma as that.
Even better.
I guess.
You're an elf. Can't be too bad.
No, it's definitely not bad.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Still untrained, but 2 hits.
They have 3.
Sorry, I had to do math.
Yeah.
What you got? Stealth, Jen.
Well, I've got 4 in stealth.
Okay.
And my charisma is a 6, but it's 7 with Nova Coke.
No, the question was how much did you have in stealth? I was like, why does the face have so much stealth?
Sometimes you gotta steal a guy's wallet.
Okay.
Don't steal, kids.
Okay. Let's go to the attacker. So you're making it through. But then you start to hear this. everybody give me a reaction plus intuition roll.
Oh, I tried to click on react. I clicked on reaction, but it didn't let me add a.
Did it pop? No, when it pops up.
It just add for a modifier.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so
Oh,
number of dice you have in intuition.
yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
So just go ahead and roll intuition. We can add them.
There we go. It didn't really help.
Okay. Well, you both. Okay. Well, that's okay because both of you get to. Um. Okay. Um. All of you get to roll, or actually, not all of you, because Taco didn't roll high enough.
I got the same number of hits Glimmer did. Because you just re-rolled, right, Jen?
Oh, she just re-rolled. Oh, okay,
Yeah, I
got it. Okay, yep. Okay, so Cyrus, you get to roll reaction plus intuition.
Yeah, I roll. Sorry, I just rolled reaction.
No, I mean, sorry, you get to roll defense.
Okay.
You guys are being attacked.
Rude. We're walking fast, just like everybody else, making our way downtown.
Yeah, 6 cents.
Okay. You dodged the broom, the lady with a broom.
Checks out.
Yep. Naku and Glimmer, this woman rushes up a set of basement stairs, kind of like, people having basement apartments. They would have a step down in their landing. She rushes up and just takes you both unawares by swinging her. Both of you go roll body to resist one stun.
Oh, yeah, great.
All right. What does any edge change hands here? That's the important question because I feel like their defense rating's higher than this woman's attack rating.
That is a fair point. You're right. You do get you both get an edge.
There you go. It was worth it. Just have old women follow you around trying to hit you with the brooms. You'll build edge really fast.
What was that 2 stun from? Was that from making my preps?
And at that point, she starts yelling bloody murder. You won't chase me out of my house. You won't chase me and my cat's out. And just raising far more of a ruckus than you guys actually.
Mum, if you would calm the fuck down, we would tell you, we're not here for you. We don't care one whit about you. If you would just let us leave, we would be out of your way.
You guys can keep going. That was literally, she swapped swatted at you at the back, so you guys can keep going and outdistance it. Cyrus is the only one who has the same pace as she does, and Cyrus is in much better shape than this.
Crazy old bat.
But she is raising a ruckus and gaining you attention. So,
Well, we keep moving unless there's a reason not to.
yep.
Yeah.
Are they making people leave?
Yeah, they're tossing them out because they're taking over all of Denver, and they're gonna toss out everybody that doesn't want to live under the new regime.
I mean, it just sounded like she wanted to hang out with her cats. I don't think that matters who's in charge.
Well,
unless it's the cats. If the cats are in charge, then it probably matters.
I don't know how much new you think she's going to pay us to get involved in her life, but I imagine it's not nearly enough.
No, wonder. Look, I don't know if you know this about me, but I get confused sometimes. And so I like to just make sure I understand what's happening.
Yeah. Let's keep walking. Don't draw attention to any officers who may be looking at us. I have a weird feeling that we're being looked at.
Yeah, go ahead and give me perception rolls. This would be visual.
Ooh.
Cyrus is very busy explaining to me why we don't get involved with every cat lady that chases us with a broom.
Yeah, 1 hit on 9 dice. My luck is back to normal.
Okay, yeah. Cyrus, you're focused on, talking to Glimmer and don't notice, but Glimmer and Hanaku clearly notice that there's a that patrol's looking at you guys. And they're starting to change their direction towards you.
Keep walking. Keep walking, act like there's nothing going on. We'll see if we can.
Hanako's going to do her very best to look as though she's not with these two.
Okay.
We just happen to be in roughly the same spot.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another sneaking plus charisma roll.
Ooh, 3 hits.
Okay.
On 4 dice ain't bad.
Nope. All right. You that will help you in the next conversation.
Especially because she stands out by herself already.
Yeah.
Because she's got that distinctive style. She looks like a mage. Makes geeking the mage first easy.
Yeah, they close on you quickly. Excuse me, folks. Need you to come over here, please.
I turn around and look like I'm confused. They're talking to me.
Yep, points to the 3 of you. And then points to you. Come here, please.
Sorry?
I need you to come over here.
Can I ask why?
The area's under martial law, so actually you can't. You can, but I don't have to tell you.
Sorry, but I'll be on my way.
No.
I don't know why you're stopping these two, but I'm not with them.
I need to do a sin check. You're walking over there, you're going to turn around and keep going.
She'll walk over there.
I will. You could have tried to keep the same attitude and turn around and walk. Sorry, none of you are broadcasting. None of you have cast sins. You are not allowed.
Hanako's would be a cast sin if she's been operating out of Denver. That's when she got this fake sin.
Oh,
Like this was.
weren't sorry. You hadn't joined. Oh, when I
Yeah.
asked the question
Oh.
earlier.
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't been asked this. Hers would be Cass.
Yep, you're right.
Hell, even my Seattle characters go with for a Cass sin usually.
Okay. All right. They scan you. You two, I need you to stay. Sorry for the difficulties. Oh. Well, actually, what rating sin do you have?
3.
Okay. Yeah. You can go. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Of course, just doing your job.
Appreciate that. However, you two, you do not. You don't have cast sins. I don't know how you made it this far into the territory, but you're going to be escorted out of it.
So, is this what type of officer is this?
This is a cast security.
Okay. Well, so here's the thing. I know that you are just doing your job and you are doing a great job, but we are here on a special mission. And if we were broadcasting cast sins outside of this area, it would draw a huge amount of attention to us that we don't really need. So we're just here to do a job, just like you. And so we promised that we didn't do anything with the lady with the broom. She came out after us. I don't know what that was about. You might want to check on her. She seemed to have maybe a problem. There were a lot of cats, and it might be a situation that might actually require some involvement.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a con roll. You do gain 2 edge. Just
All right.
you managed to weave a whole bunch of stuff into it.
And I do have a specialization in first impression.
Yep. Okay. He was not yeah, he was not successful in not buying Glimmer's BS. Now, actually, I gotta roll. They roll the what sins? What rating is your sin, Glimmer?
4.
Okay. How about you, Cyrus?
Same 4.
Oh, okay. You get closer, but not enough. Fine. Get what you're doing done and gone. Move along.
Absolutely. And Officer Really, you might want to check on the cat lady. She seemed like she might be having some challenges with what's going on.
Yes, somebody will check on her.
Thank you.
Okay. You guys move on. Well, it is just the runners have short-circuited several encounters that I had planned for them. So, we've hit the halfway point. Anyways, so we're gonna take a short break, and we'll be back in 10 minutes after I figure out what I can hit them with next.
Something that we can't face our way out of.
I'm going to try, though.
We'll be back in a few minutes, folks. And welcome back, folks. So we have so the runners successfully took 2 to 3 hours worth of content and shrank it down in 1 hour's worth. See their smiling indication faces indicates some pride in that. So
If you need me to vamp for time, Tom, just let me know.
Jen. Just gestures at Jen. I didn't hear you request any shooting or magic, so we just gestured, Jen.
Well, as you so you make your way to Point Celebration. What you see is an ad hoc military installation buzzing with activities. The troops and civilian workers hurrying about while ground vehicles constantly move between the modular buildings and even some old-fashioned tents. Above, there's a steady thrum of coming and outgoing rotary wing and vector thrust aircraft can be heard. You can see the cast troops in an impromptu watchtowers on top of former park rides, attempting to monitor the perimeter, which is surrounded by a standard chain link fence, topped with some razor wire for fun. You don't see any sensors, cameras, or anything like that. But what you do definitely see is numerous drones roaming the perimeter. That kind of get the feel that the drones that you would have expected going out doing security are actually here watching the command center. You can see that there is there are vehicles being let in from that a long line of vehicles that are being let in, and they appear to be, from what you can see from the outside, sent to a processing area near the parking lot.
Do these look like troop transport vehicles, or is this like civilians being transported in?
Mostly civilians. These are civilians driving in.
Oh, okay.
And you could see some military vehicles and some conscripted civilian vehicles. They're depositing large numbers of cargo containers, and it looks like there's some flow of material from those cargo containers into various tents. That's pretty much what you can see from the outside without. I assume you're going to be giving me a perception test.
Well, are you asking for one?
Well, yeah. You probably want one. Yeah.
Visual.
Yep. Okay. All right. Hanako. You notice there's no magical. You don't see any sign of there being any kind of magical. Glimmer, you notice that that the civilian workers there have special ID lanyards around their necks. The that's one difference between them and the security and the official cast security.
Do they have like badges on the end of it, or is just lanyards to identify them?
Do they have what on the end of it? You said?
Sorry, badges or
yeah,
IDs?
they look like badges. You don't have a decker, but you can. It's fair to assume from the size of it and everything that it's probably broadcasting an access ID.
I will point that out to the team. So we're supposed to just like look around and stuff, right? So
Yep.
So do we want to try and steal some badges and see if we can get inside?
Yeah, you get it pickpocketing because I just have to bash them over the head and take it away from them.
I mean, I'd rather just convince them to give it to me, but I can certainly try.
No, you can talk them into it. That'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Well, it's a military. Any place where there's a base, there has to be bars.
So
I think it's the law.
Yep, it pretty much is. You see what you're pretty sure used to be a frozen treat parlor that appears to have been converted into a bar. Are all three of you making your way over to it?
Well, yeah, I'm going. I'm going.
Okay.
Sure.
There are three. You could see a mix of cast security and regular and the civilian workers going over there. Generally, when the typical civilians from their cars go in, they don't come back out. But it does appear that the civilian workers a back and forth. Okay. It is kind of the middle of the day, so it's not as busy as it would be around a mealtime. But yeah, this clearly does the walking in there, you can see it. What was the frozen soy dispensers appear to have been converted into soy beer taps. The rest of it is there's stuff on the wall. You can hear what sounds like a short order cook in the back where they've set up something that makes soy burgers on demand. Go ahead and give me an edge roll, Glimmer. Okay. Place is only about 1/3 full. So you could see a couple tables are occupied by military, a couple others are occupied by civilian workers. Some people are up at the bar. It's up to you guys what you do.
So you guys let me know what you think the best course of action is here. I'm thinking trying to find someone who's sitting at a table who is maybe kind of off by themselves. Because if you're in a bar by yourself in the middle of the day, you're probably sad.
Look, I told you that was just that one time. I don't know what you're trying to say.
It's okay to be sad. It's a feeling.
All right, let's follow you move. Preferably with somebody not heavily armed, like we're gonna get out. I'm okay with that too.
Hanako is going to keep up the ruse that she is not with them.
It's probably a good choice.
And just, I guess, take a seat at the bar. Order a burger.
Okay.
I don't know if
Okay.
they have anything else more palatable.
It's pretty much all the standard soy diner stuff. Any of the good stuff has already been flown out. But you can put an order. Now, can you describe for me Nako's dress? In terms of what it looks like?
She... Oh, Lord. I used to have this. It makes her look like... Would that be Buddhist mage?
Okay. So like that, I mean, I've seen the drawing and it's on the
Yeah.
Thursday night credits. Or the credits on the Thursday night.
Yeah.
Okay, that Okay.
She's obviously a mage.
Yep. Okay. All right. All three of you give me audio perception. Um, Glimmer, as you walk in and are looking around, you do spot one of the tables with some of the cast security at it. They appear to be reacting to Hanaku walking in. And there's some, and they're establishing some wager.
I'll send a message to just to Hanako over the comms that I think that these cast guys are into you. So someone may be coming to buy you a drink in a minute. So maybe don't throw it at them.
She does not respond to that message.
But you do read it at least, right?
Yeah, she does.
Okay. Okay. There's nobody by themselves drinking. There is a table with two guys there. There's another table with three civilian workers there.
We'll go for the table with three.
Okay. You're gonna walk up and it's a 4-person table, so you're gonna walk up and try and join them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grab a chair, spin it around backwards, sit down like I own the place.
Okay. All right, I will get back to that. Well, Hanaku, it appears that Glimmer was correct.
Mm-hmm.
So what's a nice elf-like place like?
She wouldn't say that.
I smile and look at the guy, and then I look at Hanako, and then I look back at the guy, and I'm thinking, this is going to be good. Let's do this.
I suppose it's my unlucky day. Wow.
Wow.
You got that rare light bulb moment. 3 hits on 3 dice. Jesus.
Wow. That guy's actually logic. Yeah, that guy's logic plus intuition is 3 dice. And got a hit on every one of them that he rolled.
Stroke of genius.
Yep. Alan, don't Don't start right out wounding me. You're not interested in a nice conversation?
I'm trying not to right out insult him.
Glimmer is texting, please don't start international indecent. Next message, incident.
Before her,
Do you know of anywhere I could have one? There we go. Indirect insult.
yep. Right after her text, mine goes, "Do you want me to shoot him in the face?" Question mark.
She's ignoring all of them.
Well, all right. Maybe I can start over and start giving you a nice conversation. Can I buy you dinner?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. At that point, you hear 3 of the soldiers start swearing at the table that he came. And he...
So which would be coming over here next? If I had shooed you away.
No one's coming.
Of course.
They were making comments. It's a tense situation. Everybody wants to tense a little bit. We got this exotic elf walking in. We're soldiers. Somebody was going to come over and hit on you. I figure I'd do it. I'm the most polite out of the bunch. You'll be less likely to be annoyed. And you got to admit, you're not really annoyed now, are you? I guess you don't have to. You know, this pleasant conversation thing would go better if you actually said something, because conversation's got to be a two-way street.
I'm not sure what you want from me.
Ah. Well, you know
Hold
what?
that thought. I could guess what you want from me. And it's not happening.
No. My mama did not raise someone to be that crass.
I'm not saying you would ask for it outright.
Well, what are you? Most people just head right in. I assume you're going for the lift off, or are you one of those? Wait. You can see the fact that he's rubbing his two brain cells together.
Because two brain cells met.
You're a mage.
Now, what gave you that idea?
Press.
Did he get 3 hits on 3 dice again?
Yes, I did.
Jesus.
This guy's the luckiest guy in the world.
It's the exact
It's a real rare day for him.
Well, I mean, your clothes, you seem like a well-learned a well-learned woman, and I know Mage's got to go to college and stuff like that for that that pharmaceutics. I got that wrong, didn't I?
It's all right. I know what you meant.
You hear as part of that special thing?
I could be.
But you can't tell me, can you?
You should know better than to ask.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. If you're part of that specialty, I'm working in if you need something, come over and ask for Kyle. Somebody will send you my way. And but I gotta get back to the station, so I hope to see you again.
Thank you.
And he does pay for your lunch. He heads off with his 3 grumbling friends.
You won the pool.
He actually tried real hard to be nice to you. He did all right for a guy as dumb as he was.
Okay.
Rude.
So at your table, there are there we go. The universe has returned to normal. The next time I rolled 3 dice, I got no hits.
This guy's not having that good of a day.
No, well, this at that table there are two women and 1 male. The table you both sat down at. You're new. You guys just get here?
Yeah, we heard that some extra support was needed, and I mean, I can totally understand it. You've got ladies with brooms chasing you all over the place. It is wild out there, y'all.
It should get better now. They locked down the thing, no summoning spirits. I don't know what mage was letting all that nonsense.
Yeah, that sounds rough.
So, are any of you like on your way to head back home?
We just finished a shift.
Are you like second shift? I mean, it's the middle of the day. That's rough.
Yeah, but hey, it's good money, and we get to help out these people. Ghostwalker went nuts. And we got to be good and get help our people get out of town.
Well, obviously, that you got to help out your neighbor. That's like the whole thing.
But yeah, no reason not to. No reason not to send them out. And we get to make some money doing it.
So my friends and I here just like, I mean, we just got in, and in all of this like mess, they sent us to the wrong place to get our lanyards. Do you know where we can go? Like the right place? Because those ZDF guys have no idea what's going on.
Oh man, they're just screwing with you. They know what's going on, but
And Glimmer will look at Payne and say, "See, I told you he was making fun of us."
they just like busting on. They just like busting on your chops. Yeah, you go to the front gate. You go to the front gate and check in. Yeah, we just had to show the invite from our comm links. Then they took us through orientation, the deep sin scan, and after that they put us to work.
Yeah, I think that CDF guys sent us to a fake gate because when we got there, it was like somebody's yard.
They did. They're screwing with you. And it probably was one of those damn defectors.
I mean, I'm all for having a good time, but you shouldn't be hazing at a time like this.
No, you just hey, here, pulls up a map and swipes you. There's an address that's popped up that you grab. That gate, they'll be able to they'll be for what they call them, looking at you. That's who they use for independent contractors.
Thank you so much. Y'all are total lifesavers. We'd be completely lost and then be late.
Yeah, you don't want to because the idea on your comm link that file degrades after a while. Isn't any good after a bit.
Really? Nobody told me that.
Well, this place is crazy. I mean, so much going on, so much stuff's moving in and out. Tough to track everything. Not surprising if some wires got crossed.
We probably ought to hurry up before that file degrades.
Yeah. I'm going to take Buggy Bob's chat suggestion and do a judge intention since we're having this nice chat.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
All right. Let me double check my drugs. Okay. Well, sorry, Buggy Bob. It wasn't great.
Yeah, I knew it was mine.
Seems like they're telling the truth. They're just casually talking and drink. Actually, mostly they're drinking.
So Glimmer will look over at Payne and say, yeah, we probably should get going. Can we buy y'all around? Y'all have been so welcoming, and that's so rare in this area. You know what I mean?
Well, we're not going to refuse a round.
Yeah, pull out some new yen and toss it down.
Thank you.
Well, appreciate the information, partner.
All right. You guys, you head out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How long does Hanaku wait before he follows?
Long enough to not look suspicious, but still leaving probably at least half of the food.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a another sneaking plus charisma test.
1.
Okay. Okay. You head out. Are you guys heading for that gate?
Mm-hmm. I'll look back, make sure Hanako's still back there.
Yep.
Taking the long way.
Okay. All right. Hey, you get to the gate. It's clear this gate's a little bit different than the rest. I mean, the other one is clearly for civilians. This one, well, the other one had security, has heavy. It's got heavy security in a lot of it, but that was primarily for stuff coming in from vehicles. This entry clearly is for handling problematic individuals or individuals that could be problematic. So, and you have to pass. You do pass some ZDF troops, so everybody just give me a straight influence roll.
Oh, here, I actually have influence.
Sorry, I'm having trouble with my sheet. Just a second.
Right.
Stop it, Tom. Wasn't even looking at you.
Okay. You all make it past. Walking up to it, like I said, there was 3. You're almost guessing riggers from just the basic looking at them. As you walk up, you get okay. Be sure to have the comm link out. That's got the invite on it. How are you approaching the gate? Since your comlinks don't have invites on them.
Don't pretend like it does and it degraded.
Yeah, and we would have filled Hanako in on our conversation
Okay.
and included the part about that they're not allowing people to summon spirits. Glimmer's unsure if that's what you do, but she knows it's some sort of magic.
Was she not there when that one went wild?
I don't remember.
It has been a while ago.
It also wasn't important to the character, so the character didn't commit it to memory. And actually, I'm trying to think. That was right after you gotten
Right
doused
after I
with-
was grabbed.
Yep. Yeah. But it was also right after their interesting trip working for a blood mage. So okay. So you walk up. No invite.
What was on there?
We have been running around all day trying to find this spot to get the invite. We're like 4 hours late at this point because nobody could give us the right location. And I know that y'all are busy, and I know that things are a little tense right now, so it's not blaming anybody. We just want to get in there and do our jobs.
Well, without the invite, I won't know where to direct you.
Look, Kyle knows me. You can ask him.
Give me a second. Okay. I'm gonna actually first off I'll need a con roll. And Hanaku can assist with an influence roll.
Oh, thank God. I'm just assisting.
Well, technically you're telling the truth.
Yeah. Well, 2 hits on the assist.
Okay. So you get
And Kyle thinks I'm here for legit purposes. Christ.
Hurts my
6.
heart.
Okay.
What, only 6 hits?
There's always 6 hits on 20 dice.
Wow.
Tom, how long have we been running around?
Well, you took the Nova Coke. What'd you take the Nova Coke?
Right before we got onto the base location, like as we were pulling up, because I wanted to wait as long as possible.
Okay. Oh, you took it when you got out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have been a couple blocks. You had that incident. I'm going to say at this point you've probably been running around for at least 45 minutes.
Okay. Well, then I'm good for about another 5 hours, but I want to make sure that we keep that in mind, or that I keep that in mind.
It's important to stay as coked up for as long as possible.
It's true. Remember, kids, drugs are bad.
Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Give me a second. and he does step away and picks up a comlink.
Now he rolls 1 on 3 dice.
Yep. Okay. Here you go. Head over to the identification area. That's where Kyle tells me you'll be working. And you're given 3 lanyards.
Thank you.
Does this guy have a name tag?
No, he does not.
Okay.
I mean, his sin is broadcasting, so you can pick that up.
I just wanted to thank him by name
Yep.
and make it a more personal experience.
Baker.
Thank you so much, Baker. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, I'll have a good day. Okay. You guys got in.
Almost 11. Is that a good stopping spot?
We will be in 2 seconds, yes. So where are you guys heading first?
Is there anybody getting in lines anywhere?
Not really. You see well, you see the command center office, which is like 2 stories tall. It's got a couple stories, soldiers guarding the front area. There's a small barracks, armory, motor pool, and so on.
They tell us where we're supposed to go, so they know this direction.
Well, this is the identification station, is where we're apparently supposed to be working.
Yep. And
Or that's where Kyle's working and he wants to see a knockout.
Probably the latter. That almost looked like a smile.
The premise, actually.
Yeah, I mean, okay, it's got a map. Yeah, that the area would be inside the command center office building.
Where we're supposed to go?
Yep.
Okay.
You guys head there?
Yep.
Again, taking the long way to try and see as much as we can see, since we're supposed to just be gathering information in general.
Okay.
Buggy Bob over there, causing trouble in the chat.
Yep. Okay. So you guys head towards that the command center. Your IDs let you in. And you start walking to where you're supposed to. Give me a perception roll.
Is it visual?
Yes.
Ooh, 4 hits.
There you go. Oh, cheese stands alone.
Yeah, you're busy. You're busy harassing Hanaku about Smile.
Look, vaguely like she was enjoying
Yeah.
this.
But Hanaku and Glimmer, you get this deja vu feeling because you remember the last part of this mission when you went in and somebody had already attacked the place. You you start to see you're starting to see dead bodies. You see signs of combat, then you see dead bodies. You drop into astral, Naku.
Yes.
Go ahead and give me an assessing roll.
Is that a separate skill in 6?
No, it's astral. Sorry.
Okay. Probably not spirit types. Ew. I think I had nerfs left over. Oh no, wait, that would just give me 4 extra dice. That's not a reroll. Damn it!
Do you need some extra edge?
I have 5. I'm gonna let the one hit. I'm gonna let it roll.
Okay. You see enough and it's blatant enough that there appears to be that there's been combat magic used on some of these bodies. The rest of them have fatal lacerations. And at this point, you see what looks like a modified cyber deck plugged into a communications terminal. At that point, you start hearing the gunfire. So, I think that's an excellent spot to stop.
Outstanding.
So, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys had fun.
Sorry for derailing half the game for you.
Shit, no, that was a good run. Don't apologize for doing well.
I
love circumnavigating combat.
Well, it wasn't necessarily combat either. There were a couple social situations
that
completely
too.
voided. So you're just saying you just like screwing with the GM's plans?
I mean, yeah.
Who doesn't, right? I mean,
yeah, speaking of GM plans, I need to plan as a GM.
Yeah. All right. Thank you everybody for watching. If you want to see more Shadowrun, we've got more Shadowrun 6e happening tomorrow night on Gen Con TV, where you can see Jen play Violet, country music face.
And tomorrow there's a super cool interview for the Rules of Cool the hour before the Shadowrun game that y'all should definitely check out.
So that is at 4 p.m. Pacific, which is 7 p.m. Eastern for the Rules of Cool. Emerald Glitch will be at 5 p.m. Pacific or 8 p.m. Eastern. And I'd like to say I hate time.
Greenwich Mean Time for everybody.
Yep. Just get used to when the sun's up, it's not. Yep.
24-hour clock, Greenwich Mean Time for everybody. 2 times.
So have a good week. and we will be back. Actually, we won't be back in 2 weeks for this. It won't be until August 17th for the next episode, because we've got Gen Con on what will be the next schedule. I will be that night. That night I'll be in a Catalyst meeting. So, Bill the GM. Is there anything else we need to mention?
No, I reckon.
Okay. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Adios.